Well, they have me up here speaking, and most of y'all know I do not like to do it. So I wrote it down so I could just read from it, so bear with me for a second. Thank you all for being here for our groundbreaking. It's a ceremony, of course, and it's just a symbol to show progress, a symbol to show a new start. And we're so happy that we have so many stakeholders within our community who are backing us and behind us on this. We've had project sponsors, architects, engineers, contractors, Church on the Rock, government officials, and community members. We've had everybody, everybody we can think of, even our families who've taken time to help us with this. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to introduce, everyone knows Lisa Foster, who's one of the people who helped get us started and had the vision behind it, and with just a simple question. So, do y'all want to help? That's what she asked, and she got all of us together to actually just start helping. Lisa, can you tell us a little bit about how we got started? If that's okay.
Okay, so she doesn't like to speak, and I don't like to speak, but everybody seems to want to know how it got started. And for me, and probably everybody here knows, but a little over a year and a half ago, my beautiful 32-year-old daughter was murdered. And if you're a parent, you've lost a child, you know you really don't want to live yourself after that. So in my prayer closet, I told God, if he was going to make me live, that he was going to have to give me something to do for him until he would allow me to come to heaven. So shortly after that, I got a text message from one person just saying, "Will you pray about doing this?" And I said, I don't have to pray about it. I already know. So just from that, it has snowballed. And I look forward to keep going. And gosh, with a group like this, it has to be successful, right?
Hopefully. We're going to have Heather Wagers from the Attorney General's office come and talk to you a little bit more about the reason why we're doing this, who it affects. I'm going to step out.
So I did not know that I was going to be the keynote. Thank you. But I'm so excited to be here. Listen, I love that this crowd has such, diversity in it. We have young children here. We have so much hope in Kentucky about helping children. And I love what these ladies and everybody here is after. My name is Heather Wagers, and I'm the Executive Director over the Office of Trafficking and Abuse Prevention and Prosecution. Now, that's a mouthful, so we call it TAP. We actually shortened the name. It was 2 words longer before we were in there. I am proud to serve a leader like Attorney General Daniel Cameron, and I'm equally proud to work with community partners like Lisa and Linda and everybody here from Redeeming Hope. And the very first time I met Lisa Foster, she said, "What can I and this organization do to amplify the voice of Kentucky's trafficking survivors? What can I and like others do to combat human trafficking? How can I help? How can I help?" And you're doing that here today. As Kentuckians, we can help law enforcement stop traffickers by recognizing and reporting human trafficking. Attorney General Daniel Cameron launched a statewide anti-trafficking campaign to increase awareness about the signs of sex and labor exploitation. Our message is simple. Your eyes save lives. And I'm punny, so I put it on eyeglass cleaner cloths, so you'll see those over here. The campaign, which was funded by a grant from the United States Department of Justice, mobilizes law enforcement and community leaders to help identify and report trafficking. We've also, as an extension of that, trained over 4,000 Kentuckians on how to recognize and report human trafficking. General Cameron did this because he is devoted to protecting the most vulnerable members of our population, and because he knows that traffickers take advantage of Kentuckians. As you all are all too aware, Kentucky is prone to human trafficking. Since 2007, the National Human Trafficking Hotline has had nearly 3,800 contacts related to trafficking. That's included 920 cases and over 2,200 victims. On November 1st, 2023, the Department of Child-Based Services issued the latest human trafficking report. Kentucky officials received 392 reports of child trafficking involving 489 victims for a single year. This amounts to more than a 90% increase in reports and approximately a 108% increase in child victims since 2020's report. Now think about that, 90% increase in reports and a 108% increase in child victims. In the southern bluegrass region alone, where we are here now, 31 child trafficking reports were made from November 1st, 2022 to October 31st, 2023. We are profoundly grateful to Kentuckians like all of you here today and to others in the state who are recognizing and reporting suspected instances of human trafficking. Your efforts are making a difference. Since 2020, the Attorney General's Office Special Prosecutions has successfully prosecuted 3 human trafficking cases and currently has another case pending. So we get asked a lot, does this happen here in Kentucky? This is absolutely going on in Kentucky. This is going on in rural as well as urban areas, which is why we have several videos on our website, Your Eyes Save Lives, at ky.gov, that you can go to see Kentucky examples of human trafficking. In 2021, our Department of Criminal Investigations joined forces with 12 states, 29 law enforcement agencies, and partners across the Commonwealth in a multi-state effort to catch traffickers. This operation was called United Front. It resulted in over 45 arrests in Kentucky, 21 victims, and 2 of them were minors. Attorney General Daniel Cameron has worked hand in hand with the Kentucky General Assembly to reform human trafficking laws so that stakeholders have the tools they need to push back and say, we're not going to have this in Kentucky. In addition to helping law enforcement prosecutors, these reforms have helped nonprofits be able to get the money they need to support projects like we're here for today. It's funny, it was all that we really needed was a definition change, but for 8 years, no change had ever happened. And so for 8 years, nobody in Kentucky was eligible to be able to get money until this change occurred in 2020. In addition to helping law enforcement, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children trained stakeholders in Kentucky for the first time in the organization's 39-year history. The training was an extension of our efforts to curb human trafficking among children because the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, they say that once a child runs away, in the first 48 hours, they are approached by traffickers. First 48 hours, 1 in 6. And you have to think about it. They don't have shelter, they don't have food. These are basic needs, and people are preying on them. So it was an honor to be able to host the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children to come here. It was amazing to me that they had never been in Kentucky before, but we were so excited to be able to offer that for free for law enforcement. Protecting children is our priority, but we need your help. Every Kentuckian can help us fight child trafficking by recognizing the signs that a child may be trafficked. Now, there are a lot of signs, but I'm going to give you a couple here today. Some signs to watch for. Does the child have money or things that you wouldn't expect them to be able to afford? Do they have multiple cell phones? Is the child missing a lot of school? Is the child hanging out with new friends and exhibiting behavior that you can't explain? If you suspect human trafficking is occurring, we urge you to report it to our law enforcement. We have several members here today. We appreciate you and the hard work that you do in keeping everybody safe. We are appreciative of all of our partners, including our community partners like Redeeming Hope, that continue to step up for kids. It is so important that this is happening today, and I thank you. Go that way.
I've noticed a couple people in the audience, and I'm going to call them up here to see if they want to say any words. I want to start with Pastor Mark. Did you want to say anything?
We're great. We're good.
Mayor Fraley?
I do want to say
Okay.
this. We are honored to be able to be a part of Redeeming Hope and support it 100%. Thank you for allowing us to be a part.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor Fraley? No, I was going to do it. Please don't fall.
Devin protected me from tripping.
Good job, Devin.
Thank you, Xenia. Unlike Xenia, I did not prepare any notes, so that may be a good thing and it may not be. I will keep it short. As I'm sitting here looking at the people that are here, Judge Taylor's here, County Judge Executive. Not only do we have the Berea Police Chief, we have the Richmond Police Chief. We have Berea is a special place and Madison County is a special place. We have Pastor Sarver that I've known since high school that's been so generous in helping with this project. We've got Xenia from our own police department that has been invited to be on the board, and all the work of these people from different backgrounds. This is what makes Berea and Madison County a special place. It makes me so proud to be here. In a world where we often hear so much negativity and people attacking and doing bad things, it's uplifting to me to see good things happening here in Berea and Madison County. We're doing something positive. We're supporting each other, and we're lifting other people up through this project. We're going to get people back on the right track, and we're going to change lives. And I know that everybody's here committed to doing that. But seeing so many people, we even have someone here from Congressman Barr's office. A lot of support going into this. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for supporting this initiative. And please continue to support the initiative and share the word. Get others on board to help with this. So thank you for letting me speak to you.
Would anybody else like to say anything? Y'all want me to point out Judge Taylor, Chief, other Chief, Fire Chief? Oh, okay. I figured. Well, right now we're just going to take a couple pictures with the shovel, and please have refreshments. And if you have any questions, we're here for you. And thank you again for coming out.